Hello. This feels like such a strange thing to be filming, but I'm filming because I've just taken a pregnancy test. I haven't looked at it yet, but I thought I would pick up the camera in case it's positive. So if you don't know me, I am Valentina. I have a 3-year-old little boy called Luca, and I got married to his dad, my husband, Jonny, in July. It's now November, and we decided we would start trying for our second baby after our honeymoon in September, because we obviously didn't try from having Luca because we were planning our wedding. So this is only the second month of trying. I'm a couple of days late for my period. I'll be really surprised for it to happen this fast, but at the same time, I just feel like obviously we've been trying and my period's late, so there's a good chance that I am pregnant. So I'm really nervous. I feel like I'm shaking. I think just because from this moment, from when I look, if it's positive, like everything changes, doesn't it? My whole life changes. Yeah, it's just, we're on that road again, so I think I'm just going to have to look. Jonny's on night shift, so I've just put Luca to bed. Jonny's on night shift, and I've been toying all day with whether, like, when to do this. So I always find it really strange when women, like, take pregnancy tests and don't tell their partners, but so when we had Luca, I told Jonny that I thought I was pregnant, and we got a pregnancy test together and like looked at it together. But because we're trying this time, like, he knows it's coming, so I feel like I'm not springing a surprise on him. So that's why I'm doing the test, and then I've thought of a way to tell him tomorrow if it's positive, and if it's negative I'll tell him as well. Anyways, I feel like I just need to bite the bullet now and look at the test. Okay, so I've done 2 just to, like, I felt like while I needed a wee, I'd make the most of it and do 2 so that I could, like, double check either way. Okay, here goes. I'm so scared. I knew it. Can you see that? That's not even slightly ambiguous. That is a positive. Let's look at the other one. I'm sure it'll be the same. 2 lines on the other one. See that, 2 lines there? But the cross on this one is very clear. I felt like I knew it just from, I don't know, being late, but the thing is, I have so many friends who have really struggled trying to get pregnant, and have been trying for years. And I know lots of people who've had, you know, miscarriages, and I've had family members who it took years to get pregnant. So I know how incredibly lucky we are that this has happened so fast. And that's why I think I'm just so shocked, because I really thought it would take a lot longer, because everyone I've known who's tried has had, like, a long struggle. And I'm 4 years older than I was when I had Luca as well. I feel like I have known in my gut all day that this was going to be positive and I was going to be pregnant, and I've been thinking about the whole scenario ever since. I'm really excited. I'm really happy. I'm so relieved, because I've been quite worried that it would take a long time or even not happen, because I know that that's become, like, really common, and people really struggle, and I've always wanted a big family, so I just feel so incredibly lucky that this has happened. I really can't quite believe it. I really can't. I was at work yesterday as well on a Saturday, which only happens 4 times a year, and it's a really intense day. It's, like, exhausting at the best of times, and I'm now super proud of myself knowing that I was pregnant and did it as well. It's, like, a really physical day. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I can believe it, but I can't believe it, because I just think it's always, like, surreal, isn't it? I mean, that's 100% positive. Oh my God, I can't wait to tell Jonny. He's going to be so, and I know how excited he's going to be. He would have had another baby like much sooner, but obviously understood because of the wedding, and I was putting a lot of effort into getting back to my best self and shape and fitness and everything, and wanted to feel my best self at the wedding. So another pregnancy was just not on the agenda. And also I think having a child takes everything out of you, and I really needed to dedicate that time to Luca so far, and I didn't feel ready to take on the responsibility of having another child before now. But I can't believe it's happened this quick, but I'm just so happy. So it's really, really weird how this has all fallen into place, but we basically have a photo shoot booked tomorrow. And the reason we have a photo shoot booked is because we booked it as a gift for our parents-in-law for their anniversary. And we wanted to get them a family photo shoot, so a photo shoot with them, us, and our brother and sister-in-law and their little one. So they had a nice family photo for the wall. But we booked one, and we got like a good deal on voucher, and it was the same place we were looking at to book. So we booked it, and we thought, if they can't use it in the time, because you only had 3 months to use it, we'll use it and then we'll rebook for when they can do it. And they couldn't fit it in, so we are just going for this family photo shoot tomorrow. So what I've thought is, maybe, because we have so many photos from the wedding, we don't really need a family photo shoot. So I've been thinking all about this all day today, knowing I was going to take the test tonight. I think, because Jonny's on night shift, he gets in at 3 a.m, and then he'll be up in the morning to look after Luca because I'm at work. I think what I'm going to do is put Luca in this t-shirt. Well, I bought it, knowing we were trying, I bought this t-shirt, and this is how I always wanted to tell Jonny. And it says, I'm going to be a big brother. So I think I'm going to put Luca in this for Jonny getting up, and then I'll be like, do you like this for Luca for the photo shoot? Do you think this is like a good outfit for the photo shoot? And then he'll read it and he'll know what it means. But then I'm actually thinking, do we use the photo shoot, like use this for the photo shoot and use it as kind of like a reveal photo for our family? Because yeah, I just think that could work. Like, as I say, we didn't really have a purpose for this photo shoot. We only get one photo out of it as well, like the deal. And I'm thinking maybe like this will be such a lovely thing to have forever, like Luca being a big brother and like knowing it was the day after we found out we were expecting. So that's kind of my plan. It's so weird how that's fallen into place. It's obviously also really, really close to Christmas. So it's the 17th of November today. So Christmas is only, what, about 5-6 weeks away? Something like that. And I'm so excited for Christmas this year because we're spending Christmas Day with all of my family and then Boxing Day with all of Jonny's. And I'm just thinking, so this time 4 years ago, on Christmas Day, we told everyone we were expecting Luca. And I'm now thinking like, we can do that again this time. We can tell everyone 4 years on at Christmas that we're expecting our next baby. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plan. So I'm going to leave it there for tonight, but I will be filming Jonny's reaction because I obviously want to have that just for, forever. And yeah, having another baby, can't believe it.
Daddy,
Hi, Matt.
Morning. You can't show Daddy.
What have you done?
You've got a surprise. What's top on for the photo shoot?
Alright. Let's have a look. What does it say? Oh, wow! Yay!
hey.
Yay!
He doesn't know what it says, so don't
No,
tell
but
him.
I do. Oh, well done.
What does it say then? What does it say
I thought you
then?
had a smile on your face when I came down.
What does it say then?
Well, Mummy
I'm
can...
the best boy ever.
That's good timing.
No, I can't
When did you actually know?
Like last night,
Alright.
after he'd gone to bed. Good evening. It is now like the next day's evening since you last saw me. So this morning Jonny found out, as you'll have seen, and was really, really happy. And we've been for a little photo shoot. So yeah, he said we'd get the pictures tomorrow, which is amazing, and we get to pick one, and then we get 5 like printed versions of the photograph that we choose. So I think the plan is to use those at Christmas to kind of give them out to family and reveal the news, which is super exciting. It feels kind of mad that like we found out yesterday or this morning in Jonny's case and did that photo shoot, and obviously that never would have been planned in a million years, but it just worked out. And like I said to Jonny, is this mental, like, that we're doing this? Because, you know, so many people wait, like obviously wait to tell people and everything until they know everything's fine, but it was happening then. So he was just like, no, you know, if something did happen, we just wouldn't use the photo. Obviously it's not nice to think that way, but I think society's really kind of made people feel like they shouldn't celebrate a pregnancy until, you know, like it's past 12 weeks and everything's fine, which I kind of don't agree with. I think you should be allowed to celebrate and get excited from day one, and that, you know, if then suddenly something happens and the pregnancy doesn't continue, that shouldn't take that excitement away. It's that you should have still been able to experience that and share it with people if that's what you choose to do. If you don't, I completely understand that, you know, if that's like a self-preservation thing, you know, having to tell people. If you've like lost a child after telling people you're pregnant, I can imagine that's really hard and people might protect themselves against that, but I don't think there's any shame whatsoever in celebrating something if, you know, the worst should happen later down the line. Like, there should be no shame in having celebrated it. So yeah, that's very much where I come from. Obviously I don't want to be thinking this way negatively or anything, but I think like society's just drummed it into us, haven't we? Like, we're not allowed to get excited until that sort of 12 weeks scan. Having said that, it really hasn't sunk in for me yet. I don't think. I think especially because I'm like really busy at work. We have a toddler this time. Well, he's not even a toddler, is he? We have a 3-year-old. So like life's just really busy, and today's kind of just felt like another normal day. I'm now thinking like I've got to get started with the whole rigmarole of like telling the doctors and you know, all that stuff, which I'm really not good with. I'd kind of quite happily just hibernate and not see anyone, because I really hate doing all that stuff. I'm really not good at it. I kind of just like to be left to get on with things. And the sheer amount of appointments you have during pregnancy, it's a lot. Obviously last time around was lockdown, so we really didn't see anyone at all, and a lot of appointments, or pretty much all of my appointments, Jonny couldn't come into. And then, you know, I'm not going to go into it, but like giving birth was a really awful experience, and made even more awful by the lockdown restrictions and the fact that Jonny had to leave me straight after I'd been in labour for like 2.5 days. At like my most vulnerable point, really, in the middle of the night, he had to leave. So I'm really hoping that this time around it'll be a bit healing from that experience. The fact that Jonny can come in and sit next to me for our scan and come to my appointments and like hold my hand and be that support that he couldn't be the first time around. And yeah, I didn't go to work. I worked from home the whole time, so I've never experienced anything like that, like actually seeing people pregnant. Yeah, so it'll be a completely different experience this time around. I also had a really hard pregnancy with sickness last time, so I had hyperemesis, and it was completely debilitating. And I'm really, really praying I don't have that this time around. Yeah, that's just kind of my main hope at the moment, is that, yeah, I just don't have that debilitating sickness this time around. So that's where we are. I don't know when I'll next kind of jump on to update. Maybe when we get the photos. I think this is kind of just going to be a finding out we're pregnant and telling our family video. Obviously it won't come out until after it's kind of out there, so probably in a couple of months time this video will go out in the new year, which is crazy, but yeah, I think I'll just pick up the camera for little updates here and there until then. Hello! It is a few days later now. It's now Friday and you last saw me on Monday. And I just wanted to quickly show you a few little bits because maybe in me I have been picking up a few baby bits recently, like when I knew we were trying, because I saw a few cute things and I just couldn't resist knowing that we were hopefully going to get pregnant and be having another baby. So I've got a few little bits behind me that I've been keeping in Luca's wardrobe, and I just wanted to quickly show you them. So I think the first thing is these bibs that I saw, because I learned from having Luca that these bibs with like this kind of neck that you just pull on over the head are so much better than any that you actually have to like fasten. And I saw these and they're just like milk and croissants, and I just thought they were really funny and really cute and I couldn't resist them. So I ordered them a little while ago. And then I also got this super cute, really soft, this is like a fleece material teddy bear onesie. It's a little zip onesie and it's 3 to 6 months, which is perfect because our baby will be due in the summer, so by 3 to 6 months it'll be winter. So yeah, perfect timing. And then another thing I picked up, which I just saw this and I just couldn't resist getting as soon as I saw it. I just thought it was the cutest thing ever, and will probably be like the baby's little coming home outfit. Is this little hello outfit. So it's a little lovely soft jumper and little trousers, and it says hello on the front, and I just thought that was the cutest, sweetest thing I'd ever seen, and I got it. And also I learned my lesson from Luca and the going home outfit that I picked for Luca, which was like a button all-in-one like onesie, and it was very cute, but trying to put that on my own after giving birth was horrendous. Like it was so painful. I remember being bent over trying to like manipulate his arms and legs into it, and it was just so painful, and I just thought this might be a little bit easier, and hopefully I won't be putting it on myself on my own this time. I'm really hoping that everything's going to be a lot nicer this time because it's not going to be COVID lockdown, which it was. So like Jonny had to wait and he could only come up to the ward when we were ready to leave and stuff. So yeah, but I just thought it was too cute. Sorry everyone, my camera died, so it's quite a few hours later now. It's like late afternoon. Yeah, I had to charge my camera. So I was talking about something that I'd bought on a Sainsbury's haul when, yeah, we weren't even expecting, weren't trying, like ages ago. And at the time I said I was mad because of that reason. But like, it's just crazy how fast time flies. Like I remember that like it was yesterday, and now here we are, and I'm going to be able to make use of them. So yeah, if you've seen that vlog, you'll recognise these. It is a little 4-pack of drawstring little bags, and they're packing bags for your hospital bag. So the first one says, oh, going home outfit. So in theory, this little outfit will be going in there. And then we've got Mama's essentials. We've got baby's essentials. And we have got first outfit. So yeah, I'll be packing them in my hospital bag, and I wasn't so crazy after all for ordering them, but I was, but I hoped this day would come. Okay, I just have a couple more bits, because obviously, yeah, this is all stuff that I've already bought, but I've been doing obviously a lot of shopping for Christmas and things, and I was doing a Jojo Mam and Babe order, and I think I've shown the stuff already. So I got 3 for 2 for, I got like Luca's Christmas jumper, which actually is right here because I didn't show the jumper at the time. So I got Luca this Christmas jumper, which is the cutest jumper ever. I just feel like that's the best Christmas jumper ever. But yeah, I got Luca that. And then I got a little dress and a little matching cardigan for our niece for Christmas. And that was 3 for 2, which was really good value. And then I spotted this and I added it on because it was only £5, which I thought was really, really good for Jojo Mam and Babe because they're quite an expensive brand. And it's a little zebra hat. Look at that. Tiny little zebra hat, because we all know that obviously newborns, you pop a little hat on them. And the reason this one caught my eye was because Luca has a comforter which is a zebra. It's his absolute favourite thing, and it just made me think of him and think, like, if we popped the baby in a little zebra outfit, I don't know, I'm being mental, but I just thought Luca would like it really because it's got zebras on. So I stuck this in the basket and got it for £5, but I didn't buy the matching onesie because they're like over 30 quid for like a little sleep suit on Jojo Mam and Babe. So I thought I'd keep an eye out on Vinted for the matching sleep suit for this hat. And of course I found it. So I got the sleep suit, which is so cute. Oh, imagine this little outfit. Oh, I feel like this is what I want Luca to meet the baby in. But yeah, so I got this on Vinted, and I didn't just get this, but it actually came as a set of 3. So I got this one, which has like giraffes and zebras and elephants and all different safari animals on. And then this little giraffe one as well. They're all Jojo Mam and Babe. I can't remember how much I paid, but I'm pretty sure it was like £4. I think it was £4 for 3, when, as I say, they retail like at least £28 to £32 each, and they're in really good condition. All of them, they're like, none of them got stains, none of them have got any wear apart from like a little bit of bobbling, like you can see where some's been worn. The only thing is, actually, I've just spotted this is 3 to 6 months. So the hat's 0 to 3 months. I might see if I can find this one in like a 0 to 3 months as well, if I want the baby to wear it straight away. And then obviously they can keep wearing it with this. But yeah, so that's almost everything. I do have one last thing, which I didn't buy for us. I actually bought for a gift hamper that I'm currently doing for someone else who's having a baby. But since we got our news that we're expecting a baby, I've decided to keep it for us because it says the best thing to come out of 2025. And obviously for me now, the best thing that's coming out of 2025 is our little baby. So I want to keep it. I'm sorry, not sorry. So the person who I'm making the hamper for is going to have plenty of lovely things, but I just wanted to keep this for us. So that's everything that I've bought before our baby even existed. Call me crazy, but I don't mind. I'm just super excited and so pleased that they're all going to get used and we're having a baby. Evening, I'm all dressed up, ready to go to a little wedding reception, a wedding evening, and I'm going on my own. Jonny's not coming, he's actually at work, and my dad's just turned up to look after Luca until Jonny gets home. But I'm on my way to pick up Yaz because it's the wedding of a mutual friend from work, and I've decided I'm going to tell her on news because I just can't keep it a secret from her for the next 5 weeks. I know I'm going to see her every week and it's going to be impossible, whereas other people we don't see as regularly. So yeah, I'm kind of like, for someone who I see at work all the time, and I'm dying to tell someone, honestly. I'm dying to tell a friend, and like, she is that friend for me. And yeah, it'll be nice to have someone knowing at work as well, but yeah, I'm just dying to tell someone. So I've decided I'm going to tell her tonight, and it'll just be really nice to like be able to share it with a friend. Oh. Hello. Oh, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks, Hyperemesis. Oh, you're full of sparkles.
Oh, I know.
Very nice.
That was like a last minute grab. I'm vlogging.
I was literally like, what the fuck is that?
I'm vlogging. Oh, is Lewis in or?
No. Now that he knew he was relieved of his collection duties, he's gone for drinks with the boys in Tynemouth. So that I took him to the metro before. I've turned everything off. Because obviously 'tis the season where I burn candles all the time, and I literally had to quadruple check that I'd definitely turn them
I'm
off.
not a candle girl. I feel like I need
Oh, I love them. Look at these new ones that I got today. These are like tea light holders. Just moved back to another Hindu.
You're at the age.
I know. So look, you can't see them very well,
Oh,
but they're
that's
silver,
cute.
like...
Every time I see a little house tea light holder now, I think of you. And I see trees and think of Sarah.
Yes, they're like...
Oh, they're really cute.
You can't see on here, but they're like silver. So even when they don't have a tea light in, they're like cute. They're just like metal, and then you put a little tea light in. And I just thought they looked so...
They are really cute. Have
You
you
just watch them
you haven't
then.
put your decorations up yet?
No. My tree doesn't go up until 2 weeks before.
Before we go, I want your opinion. We had a family photo shoot on
Oh,
Monday,
cute.
and I can't choose the picture. So while I'm driving, you help me choose the picture. Swipe this way.
Next.
Is that right?
Yeah.
There's 3 options.
Oh. Are you pregnant? Oh my god! Oh my god!
I do still want you to help me pick a picture.
Yeah. Imagine if it take me 30 goes. Such a big brother's like, hang on, you don't have. That's congratulations.
It happened really fast.
When did you find out?
Sunday. So I'm not telling anyone else. You're the only person I'm telling.
Okay.
But I needed
So
to
you're not
tell
drinking?
someone. Not drinking. Well, I wasn't going to be anyway, was I?
Oh yeah.
Hello everyone. I thought I'd jump on for a little update because it's actually been, I think, verging on a couple of weeks since I saw you last. I'm sat with my Christmas tree. It's now December. And yeah, I have quite a few things I thought I'd update you on with like the pregnancy and everything. So I don't even know where to start. I think I'll start with like healthy things. So in terms of my health, I actually had a bit of a scare a couple of weeks ago where I was in the middle of work. It was actually an event day and I was running a live event online. And all of a sudden I just couldn't see my computer screen or like read my screen anymore. Couldn't read my phone, like couldn't focus on anything basically. So luckily Jonny was at home. Obviously I was really frightened and quite panicked, so I like shouted for him, and then when it didn't pass we phoned 111. They got me an urgent appointment at like a walk-in centre for an hour's time. So we're headed there. By the time I was seen, my sight had come back and they did check everything, like my blood pressure, and they did a whole eye test and everything. And they said it sounded like I always go to say auditory, but that's not the right word because that's ears, but they said it was like an ocular migraine. Basically a migraine that just affected my eyes, which was really weird because I've never ever had a migraine before, and I've never heard of a migraine just affecting your eyes. I thought it was like a horrendous headache and like people had such awful pain with migraine, so I didn't realise you could just get it in your eyes. And apparently hormone changes can bring this on, particularly in pregnancy. Migraines can develop. It's not something I had in my first pregnancy either. So yeah, it was all quite scary. We did go to the eye hospital, like the walk-in at the RVI hospital, and we had a good like 3-hour wait there, but it was just to double check that there was nothing wrong with my eyes. Thankfully there wasn't. They referred it back to my GP. My GP spoke to neurology, and ultimately they've decided that they just think it was a migraine and no further tests are needed. I've not had a recurrence in the couple of weeks since, but yeah, it was a bit of a scary episode. But apparently pregnancy hormones can bring on migraines, which is something that I think I might have known, but as I say, I thought it would be a headache. I didn't realise you could get the symptoms just in your eyes. So that was new information. I'm hoping it's not something that I experienced throughout pregnancy, because it was really horrible, and if it happened so suddenly. Literally, like I was typing a message and in the middle of typing I just couldn't read it anymore. So just think if you're out and about or something that happens, like it's really debilitating. So fingers crossed that doesn't reoccur. But that was something that happened. I actually phoned my doctors today because I wasn't able to register with my midwife until now. They said like I had to wait, which is really different to my first pregnancy. In my first pregnancy, I registered with the midwife as soon as I found out I was pregnant. But yeah, so I did that today, so that's ticked off. But the main thing I wanted to talk about was symptoms. Yeah, like first trimester symptoms. I'm sure I'll have mentioned this in a previous clip, but in my first pregnancy I had really, really severe sickness, which is called hyperemesis, where I was vomiting all day, every day. I couldn't keep anything down, and I was really terrified of that reoccurring in this pregnancy. So far, I do have sickness, and it is still, I'm finding it quite debilitating, but it's not quite the same level that it was the first time. So the first time around, I literally couldn't keep anything down. I was vomiting all day, and every time it was really, like my stomach was being pumped. It was really aggressive, is the word that I'd use. Like I had no control over it whatsoever, and it was just like coming out of me continuously. Literally the first second that I would sit up in bed on a morning, I had to have a bucket next to me because I'd be like projectile vomiting straight away first thing on the morning. So it's not that level, which is really great, but I do have all day nausea, like constant. Basically, the difference with this pregnancy is I have to be eating, and if I'm not eating, I feel sick, which means I'm literally snacking all day long. I'm not hungry for meals because I've constantly got something in my mouth. I've been eating loads of boiled sweets, which is not something I tried in my first pregnancy, but I just thought like having something in my mouth as opposed to actually eating, even though I am eating the sweet ultimately, but it's not quite the same. And that does like really work. So having a boiled sweet, I've been having Werther's Originals, but that's obviously not healthy. I've been having loads of biscuits. I have been having like an apple and a cheese string and stuff and just trying to like vary it up, but yeah, the nausea is unending, and I am being sick several times a day. Today has been particularly bad. I've had 2 of the really intense, like it feels like my stomach's being pumped types of sickness, where literally just it comes out in rounds. So I think the first one this morning, I counted 8 rounds of vomit, where it is literally just like someone's pumping your stomach and it all comes out. It's really awful. The thing that I hate about it, and that actually it really scares me, is that it's so thick and fast that I end up gasping for breath and I feel like I can't breathe, and it's really scary. So I've had 2 of those today, and I'm really hoping that's not gonna kind of be the start of it ramping up, because the nausea is horrible, but I can just about cope with it. The being sick, the other times I've been sick, it's been more of like I feel sick, I retch a bit and a little bit comes out, and that again, that's so much more acceptable and bearable than the projectile vomiting. I do think I'm still gonna ask my midwife when I'm finally booked in for anti-sickness meds, because the doctor told me that they're super safe. So I just think there's no reason not to when I'm feeling sick all day long and being sick every day, several times a day like this. Why wouldn't I ask for anti-sickness meds? So I'm definitely going to ask for anti-sickness meds, but I have a feeling I'm not going to have an appointment for another couple of weeks with the midwife. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I just like genuinely don't enjoy pregnancy. I'm not a happy pregnant person. And already, like last week, I felt really, really depressed, and it got to a week where I hadn't left the house. So I hadn't left the house from like Sunday to Saturday, and I'd kind of developed a phobia of the thought of leaving the house because of how sick I felt, and I felt like it was just impossible. And I was really, really depressed, and I felt really trapped, and I felt like how can I do this for God knows how many weeks? Anyways, I was forced out of the house because I had made plans, obviously with it being the Christmas season. I've made plans for every weekend leading up to Christmas. And yesterday we had like a Christmas tree, walk, trail, adventure park thing booked with Luca and with my dad. Obviously my dad doesn't know I'm pregnant, nobody knows I'm pregnant. So I was really, really terrified, like how am I going to get through this? How am I possibly not going to be sick in front of my dad and give it away? Anyways, we went out, we were out for hours. It was an hour's car journey each way as well. And then we were there for a good couple of hours and then we went for lunch. And amazingly, I wasn't sick the whole time I was out. And I just think it's crazy, like mind over matter, because there was a couple of occasions where I was so close, and Jonny said to me after, like I made a couple of noises where he really thought I was going to go, and I was like, I was really, you know, giving it everything to not be sick. But yeah, I managed it, so that's good. Only a couple of weeks to go. Christmas is when we're going to tell everyone. I've got my scan, the private scan that we booked, a week today. Today's Monday, so yeah, I'm just kind of praying that obviously that all goes well, and that'll be a huge relief, and just kind of praying that the sickness doesn't ramp up anymore. But I'm definitely, as I say, the sickness is definitely so much better than it was the first time around. So if anyone's watching this and had really bad sickness the first time and they're scared to have another baby, that was me. And I can say that this pregnancy has been different. It's been different all around already. I mean, it's only been a few weeks, but literally I'd say my symptoms, my main symptoms are sickness, exhaustion. I've been absolutely shattered, and my boobs are really sore still, and I don't think that was the case in my first pregnancy. Like I don't remember my sore boobs continuing, but they're still really sore, and I'm just so uncomfortable. Like I already feel really, really bloated, and like I feel like I've put on so much weight, which I probably have from all of the relentless snacking. But yeah, I already feel like a lot of discomfort in like my stomach area, a lot of like cramping, and I guess things just like moving about and stretching and stuff. But yeah, honestly, like being brutally honest, the thought that I'm only 7 weeks and I've got, what is it, 40 weeks minus 7, 32 to 33 weeks left to go is like unbearable. But I'm just praying that the sickness doesn't last as long as it did last time. And you know, I just can't worry about the other stuff. I just kind of have to try and take a day at a time. But I do find that really hard to do, and not kind of start catastrophizing and start really worrying about what's to come. Because I just don't like being pregnant. It's massive, and I think your body goes through so much. There's like no shame in admitting that it's not enjoyable. I know some people do enjoy it. Annoyingly, on Jonny's side, like pretty much all of his relations seem to have had really straightforward pregnancies and births, and really fast birth, like really fast labours. None of them had any sickness or anything like that. Most of them gave birth early and had really fast labours. So yeah, I kind of feel like they all just probably think I'm a massive moaner, but I don't like it, I don't enjoy it, it's a means to an end, and hopefully when I next speak to you I'm feeling a bit more positive. But yeah, sorry, it's been a bit of a rant, but keeping it real. And if anyone's watching this currently pregnant, thinking they're like not a happy pregnant person, then I'm with you. I'm exactly the same, and there's no shame in it. Hello everyone, I'm jumping on to film an update because it's been quite a while since I've last been on the vlog. It's actually been over a month, so we're into January now. And the reason I've not been on is because the sickness got really bad and it really got the better of me, and I was just really poorly. And then obviously it was also Christmas and we had all of that stuff going on. So yeah, I thought I'd come on and do a bit of an update just about everything that's been going on over the past month, and rounding off this vlog. And yeah, just filling you in on everything that's gone on. So starting with the sickness, my hyperemesis got really bad, but my doctor's been fantastic. So I phoned the doctor at 8 weeks, and at that point I'd been being sick every day for 2 weeks, and it was getting more and more and more. At the point where I phoned the doctor, I was being sick all day. I couldn't keep anything in at all. I was having like one bite of food and then being sick. So I was in a really dark place. I wasn't leaving the house because I didn't feel able to leave the house. I wasn't getting dressed. Even showering was making me be sick. So yeah, I was really, really struggling. But the doctor was fantastic. He prescribed me a tablet called Nausea straight away, which I'd read really good things about. Unfortunately, that didn't really seem to work for me, so to begin with anyway. So a week went by, and then I got back in touch with the doctor because I was still being sick pretty much all day, every day. And then this was on the Monday before Christmas, so Christmas was on a Wednesday. On the Monday, the doctor prescribed me with a second tablet called prochlorperazine. And I'm just basically saying this in case anyone's watching and they have really bad sickness. And that tablet really transformed things for me. It did take about 2 weeks to really get into my system, but I definitely noticed a difference each day. It got better and better. And the prochlorperazine actually dissolves under your top lip. So I think part of the problem with Nausea originally was that I wasn't keeping it in because I was being sick so much. So the fact that I had this second tablet, it meant that I then started keeping the Nausea in. And over the course of a couple of weeks, I'm now so much better. It's now been a month, as I say, and I am not being sick most days, which is amazing. It's not somewhere I imagined I'd be, and it's fantastic. The tablets have come with their own side effects, one of which is that they make me really, really drowsy. So I am so tired on an afternoon, and every day I basically need to take a nap for a couple of hours, but I'll take that over having the sickness any day. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been at with my pregnancy symptoms and the hyperemesis, but I'm just so thankful for the tablets. So obviously a big part of this vlog was the fact that we were planning to tell our family and friends over Christmas that we are pregnant, and we had our 8-week scan before that just to check that everything was okay. We booked that privately. So we had that scan, everything was fine, everything looked great. We saw the heartbeat, which was fantastic, and I actually have some scan photos I can show you. So here is our baby. We got 2 scan pictures. They're really big. But yeah, that was obviously amazing to see that the heartbeat was there and that everything, as much as you can tell, obviously 8 weeks is really early, but they said everything looked perfect, and it was measuring the exact gestation that I had calculated myself, which was I think 8 weeks and 3 days at the time. So yeah, so that was really exciting. We also, if you remember back to the start of this vlog, we did a family photo shoot, and that was the picture that I wanted to use to tell our family and friends that we are expecting. I had almost given up hope of this idea because we'd heard nothing back from the photographer. We'd sent several emails, we'd done several phone calls, not heard back, not had any answer. So I kind of thought we were being ghosted. But just a few days before Christmas, he got in touch to say the photo was ready. And we got the photos back, and I'm so happy with it. Can you see it? So Luca has his Big Brother t-shirt on and is standing with us, and it's such a lovely family photo. So we got this big one, which I've framed, and we got 4 small ones that are about 1/4 of this size, and that's what we used to give all our family and friends at Christmas to tell them the exciting news. So that is kind of the end of this vlog. I am 12 weeks pregnant now, and the next vlog is going to start with the starts of my appointments because I haven't actually had my midwife appointment yet. So I'm going to start with that, and also my 12-week scan coming up. So the next vlog is going to start with sort of all of that medical stuff, second trimester. But I'm going to leave this vlog here with the footage of us telling our family that we are pregnant. I really hope you enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you really soon in the next one. Bye.
Should I get a beer? We're not doing presents yet, but we need you to open that.
Is
the one fine? Feature.
Thank you, well done.
Come on, mate.
Yes. Now you can.
Oh, how lovely. Oh. Thank you.
Thank you.
You always poured in for the photos, aren't you?
Have you read what his t-shirt
Diet
says?
Coke.
That's what?
Lucas t-shirt.
I've been wondering about
Big
you.
brother.
I wondered.
That is very
I thought it was
What's it
Christmas.
say, brother?
Says I'm going to be a big brother.
It was Christmas when you said, and I've been saying, I just wondered.
He's
That's what I thought she was going to say.
I've been waiting.
When they did that, Luca, do you know when we went for the photo shoot, you had that t-shirt on?
Yeah.
And it said you're going to be a big brother. That's because me and Mummy, we're going to have another child. And you're going to be a big brother.
You have a brother or sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that good? Are you excited?
Well done.
Are you happy? Are you happy?
Yeah. Do you want a brother or a sister?
You okay, mate?
Oh dear.
I think that's a good idea.
No.
How many do you want?
No.
6.
10? Oh dear.
Photo shoot done the other day, about a few weeks ago. This is the picture. What did I say to you?
What's that?
You had a picture online.
It's an email.
I don't know what it was. So looking on Instagram, some picture you post showed up. And I said, God.
I reckon that's got to me.
Really?